David Thomas, Head of Policy at Alzheimer's Research UK. Great to have you with us. So potentially exciting news from the US, but there's some debate about whether this drug actually works. What's your take?
Yes, as you say, it is really exciting news. I think there has been a lack of treatments in this area. No new treatments in the last 20 years and no treatment which tackles the root cause of the illness rather than just the symptomatics. And it's an area where there are a growing number of patients, and obviously it has a really devastating impact on people's lives. So it's high time that we had a treatment in this area. And so this is a positive first step from the FDA. As you say, there has been some controversy around the data here. The FDA were clear that they felt that there was enough sign of benefits to outweigh the risks of this particular medicine. But that they were insisting on further data collection just to answer some of those questions which they've got around how clinically effective this would actually be.
Alzheimer's, such a cruel disease for both the patients and the people who look after them. Why is it that there's not been very much progress in determining how to prevent it or how to treat it? It affects millions of people.
I think there are a number of different factors to play. I mean, there has been historic underinvestment in this area. I think it's also to do with the fact that the brain is a complicated and inaccessible organ, so there are some practical challenges there. What we're really hoping that this announcement today will sort of turbocharge those global efforts, will show that there is possibility of making progress in this area, and we're hoping that will send a really strong sign, particularly to pharmaceutical companies, to redouble their efforts to invest in this area and find those solutions that as you say, we really desperately need because of the challenges that people living with dementia face.
Yeah, and a lot of the treatments at the moment are focused on treating the symptoms of the cognitive illness rather than the causes. This drug by Biogen is saying that it targets the plaques which grow in the brain, which lead to dementia. If that is the case, I mean, and it works, that's a game changer, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. That would be a game changer. So the current treatments which are available are, as you say, they target the symptoms of the disease, and for many people they're very effective. But that effect can, is not permanent. It's sadly something which doesn't last for often very much longer than a year. So this treatment, with the ability to actually modify the disease, to remove what are called the amyloid plaques, the protein that is associated with the developing of the brain, that's linked to the development of Alzheimer's. If we can remove those and slow the disease, then that would be a game changer. And the argument that the manufacturers made, Biogen, is that they've said that they think that removing those, they've shown, and we think it's fair that they've shown that they can remove those proteins. The question is whether that has an impact on a benefit for the patient. Biogen have argued that's the case. The FDA and their decision have concurred with that. They recognise there are uncertainties, but they sort of agree with the fundamental argument that Biogen are making. If that's the case, that is really fundamentally a fantastic move forward. The FDA has made a decision here. Obviously, we are waiting for other regulators, including in the UK and Europe, to make a decision on this. But that greater data collection, which the FDA have asked for, is really important that we get that, so we can answer some of these questions, because there is a debate within the clinical community that is raging around this, that we need to make sure we've got the data to answer that.
Absolutely, and of course we share your hopes that this is going to be good news for Alzheimer's patients. David, thank you very much indeed for that. David Thomas there.
Thank you very much.